Hello, everyone. This is Wade France, and I'm the host of Created in the Image of God. We have a very special show prepared for you for episode 109, airing on July 30th. We'll have in the studio on that night Guy Gain, who we have here with me right now in the studio to record this special sneak peek. Welcome, Guy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's a pleasure, and you have a lot to share because your life path was traumatic and fascinating because, from what I understand, you were sentenced to 13 years in prison. What was that for and what happened?
This is a long story, but the short version is that I had my own brokerage firm with multiple offices nationwide. And after a while, I found out that actually, after everything happened, I found out that a few of my brokers had been misleading some of our clients. When they got caught, they decided to blame me and that I instructed them to do so, even though I fought with the government because this became a federal case and really argued with them vehemently that I was innocent of that. I ended up being indicted, and I ended up getting a sentence of 13 years. You know, ironically, I had passed a couple of polygraph tests as well. So it was verified that I indeed was not lying. That I never did instruct them. But that, in essence, is what happened.
And from what I understand, you served 9 of those years.
9 years, yeah. I got out, there was a law passed in 2018 called the First Step Act, and it allowed people that were 60 years of age or over, which I had achieved by that point, and I was able to do 2/3 of my time and come back home on home confinement. So that's what had happened. And I've been home now for 4 years.
And today you have translated that trauma, that experience, into an ability to help others. So on the show, what can people expect to learn when they join the show, episode number 109 on July 30th?
I think the biggest lesson that people are going to be able to gather from that show is that if you do things the right way, and when I say the right way, I speak a lot about faith and about religion, and I wrote a book, as you're aware, and the book is called Chrysalis, Awakening to God's Path, Protection, and Power in Your Life. But what had happened while I was in prison, I had an epiphany, if you will, that I needed to write a book because no one wanted to get out of prison more than I did. And I was doing appeals and all of these different situations to try and get myself out of there. And I kept wondering, why is it the things that really, this goes for all of us, why is it that the things that we don't want to happen in our lives? And why is it that the things that we really want to happen rarely do? And I was able to gather all of that information while I was in prison and wrote this book. And basically, it is using Christ's own words about belief, about faith, and about not doubting. And I came to find out the reasons that people achieve their goals and why they don't achieve their goals. And in the book, I talk about that and actually give instructions as to how to go about to achieve what it is that you want. It's a very, very good book. And I say that humbly.
Well, that's a perfect synopsis and segue. We're out of time for the sneak peek. You don't want to miss this show. You want to be there on July 30th for episode 109 with Guy Gain, where we'll completely unpack this, both the front end, what led to all that, and the back end. You know, God chastens every son whom he loves, and God must have loved you very much. We look forward to understanding more about all of that and what you're doing now. So be there July 30th, 8 p.m. Central for Created in the Image of God with Guy Gain. Until then, may God be with you.